Hey everyone, welcome back, or thank you for stopping by if this is your first time. So I wanted to hop on today, now that it's December, and as they say, it's the Christmas season officially as of today. But in some areas, of course, the Christmas shopping started months ago, and all the Christmas and holiday retail items have been out for months and months. When I used to work at Hobby Lobby, we used to start putting Christmas stuff out before Memorial Day at the end of May. And that always just blew my mind. Oh my gosh, but they have so much. They have tens of thousands of items. But anyways, that's besides the point. I wanted to hop on and just talk a little bit about Christmas maybe not being that easy for everyone. I did a video a few days ago, right before Thanksgiving, kind of touching on the same, but this will be a little different. So that one was more, let's see, I think it's okay to, not be pressured to go spend Thanksgiving, if you don't want to see certain people and all that. Maybe I'll link that video down below. But this one I wanted to touch on just my personal experience with Christmas as a child. So on the one hand, it was really great and fun. I grew up in Eastern Oregon. We had tons of snow. We were kind of out in the country, as you would say, with like mountains and hills and horses and fields and all that stuff, and four-wheelers and sledding, ATVs. Yeah, so that might give you a little, like, really cold winters. But yeah, you could make snowmen, snow angels. We'd go sledding all the time, just outside, down the hill, just right outside. My aunt and uncle lived just up on the hill next to us, and then my grandparents were up above them. We were all just right, kind of close by, and it was a lot of fun doing all that stuff. So on the one hand, and getting, like, my parents didn't go too crazy with gifts. And that could be a whole other story, a whole other video about finances and what I learned as a kid and money and spending and all that stuff. And it's not necessarily positive. But anyway, so we would get a few presents. I think sometimes as we got older and we started working, because we would work for maybe my aunt and uncle or maybe my grandparents and just get a little money here and there, and definitely over the summer, fun money, whatever. But sometimes my parents would say, okay, you pay for half. So, and I had some friends when I was a kid, who really got tons of presents and everything they wanted. And yeah, I was jealous, and it's like, my gosh. I might have gotten one thing that was really cool, but that was about it, maybe. And I'm not complaining, it's just what it was, but I'm just, setting the scene. And okay, so that's on one hand, it was fun and really good food and the relatives. And we had, like, my great aunts and great uncles would come over if the roads weren't too bad. And they're just really neat people, And so that was all fun and great. And one of my cousins, she's just like 1 year older than me. So we were like sisters, even though she lived like 5 hours away. It was always great. She'd come over, spend the summers in Eastern Oregon, and then for Christmas time. So that was always really fun. So that's on the one hand. On the other hand, my dad was really you never knew what you were gonna get. Like any little thing could set him off in like a rage or anger or yelling. And so you just never knew. And it could be nothing. It could just be, maybe I or my brother and I would want to stay up at my aunt and uncle's house and play with my cousin, after we exchanged all the gifts and ate and did all that stuff. And, we might just be like, no, we want to stay and play and sled and, do all this fun stuff outside in the snow. And he might just flip out and just start yelling. I don't think he threw stuff there, but he might have done that at our house. So it usually ended with me crying for whatever reason, like me getting yelled at specifically, or just, trying to make sense of the whole situation where it's like, we just want to play. We got new toys, some fun things. She got a ton of stuff that was pretty much always really neat and cool and the latest everything. And it was like, gosh, and that just, oh my gosh. And yeah, so it pretty much always, as I got a little older, like when I was pretty young, let's just say 5, 6, 7, 8, I didn't quite get it, but as I got older, maybe preteen, and definitely when I was a teenager, it was like, oh, great, it's going to start off fun and everything will be fine. And then, I'm either going to get yelled at or blamed for something, or it's just going to go south and I'm going to end up in tears. And that's pretty much how it always went every year. Every Christmas, I think. Thanksgivings also. So yeah, I mean, it really sucked because, and this could be a whole other video, and my mom was definitely not like that. She was just so mellow and easygoing, and she would never yell at anyone. And then, oh my gosh. So that sucked. And, so for a while after I got out of the house, so I get it when people have bad memories of maybe their childhood when it was Christmas or the holidays, and maybe their parents were fighting or just things were happening. Maybe finances were an issue and so no one got anything, and it was, who even knows? There's so many different situations. So yeah, as I got a little older, got out of the house and moved out of the state, and that's a whole video too, to get away. And so being in college and stuff, I mean, I think for several years I took a break from Christmas. And I wasn't a full Christian then. Not like today, definitely. And again, that's another video. I have a whole list of videos to do since my channel's new and everything, just to kind of introduce people to me and my backstory and all that. And hopefully, my story might help someone along the way. So anyways, yeah, going to college, just like, I was just like, no, I don't celebrate Christmas, whatever. And, I mean, I would hang out maybe with friends or with their families, but if it came to coming home for Christmas, it was just like, plus the snow was bad, the roads were bad. I'd have to fly and then drive, and it was just always a huge ordeal. So it was just easier to be like, no, I'm not going to. And, sometimes when you're around someone and, you just feel bad, feel like crap, or made to feel like crap, you're like, yeah, I don't want to be around them. And so being an adult, you can make that decision. So if anyone has either that experience in their past, I totally get it. Or if you're going through it right now, I would say it does get better. Like if you're at home and, one day you should have the opportunity to say, no, I don't want to be around this situation, whether that's moving out, going over to a friend's house, or if you have a partner or something. You can't really do that when you're like 12, 13, 14. Your parents aren't gonna let you. But yeah, so it does get better. In hindsight, I can see a lot of things. So yeah, I totally get it. With this holiday coming up, I would say, try to make the best of it. If you are forced to be in a situation, maybe around people that you aren't the hugest fan of, yeah, I would say just try to grin. If you absolutely have to, just grin and bear it. Maybe distance yourself from them. Like if you're at a house with a whole bunch of people and, maybe there's a couple, one or two, or whoever, the people that aren't, that you don't want to be around, I would distance yourself from them. And as soon as you can get out of there, leave. And yeah. So, and next Christmas is a year away. After you get through this one, it's a whole year, and anything can happen in a year, that's for sure. So if you have any thoughts, this is completely just off the cuff. I just decided to do a video right now just because it's now December. Yeah, if anyone listening to this has any ideas, please put them down below. I might be forgetting very obvious things, that might help out people in a bad situation that, that the holidays bring up. Yeah, definitely pray about it. If you are a Christian, ask for God to help you. Sometimes amazing things will happen. And, like they say, a door will be opened where there was no door. So, maybe this awful person will either have something else come up and they can't make it. And then, yeah, you won't have to worry about it. So I'm just putting different things out there. Let me know what you think down below. Share this if you think anyone might gain anything from it. Give it a thumbs up if you like this content. And if I think of other things that I'm completely forgetting, I'll do a part 2. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on. So, all right. Happy December to everyone. I just started a Vlogmas today with a group of people, if anyone wants to check that out. So yeah. All right. Well, we can do this. We can get through, and God bless. All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay. Bye.